All right, so ladies, I'm sure you're absolutely dying to know what's inside this envelope.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's killing you, isn't it? The suspense is killing you. Well, I'll show you. What I've got here is I've got some business cards, okay? Mm-hmm. And what these are about, I think it's about 12, which is almost half the alphabet, right? Now, even though it's only half the alphabet, there are loads of words that you can create using just these very few letters, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try a little experiment where we create a word, okay? I'm going to turn these sort of face up onto face down and give them a little bit of a shuffle like this, all right? So we'll just kind of mix them up. And then to further mix them, actually, I'll deal one and flip and deal and flip and deal and flip. And this way we're just kind of creating a real random mess here. We don't know what's what or what's where or anything like that, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, Ruby, if you do me a favor, if you would pick up the packet, please, okay? And what I want you to do is give the packet a straight cut. In other words, cut somewhere, from the top, okay? And then just place it underneath the packet. So you're just giving the packet a cut. Yeah. And then what I want you to do is take the top two cards and just kind of flip them over, okay? Yeah, so that just kind of, we're basically cutting and kind of mixing the pack. Do it again, cut again. Yeah, cut some cards from the top and the bottom and then flip two over, all right? Boom, so now we have some face up. Do you want to do it again or are you satisfied?
I'm happy with that.
You're happy with that, okay, that's great. Now here's what I want you to do is I want you to deal the cards into two piles, like alternating piles, like you were dealing like two hands of cards and just keep dealing them out, okay? Yep, and then one down there, yep, and then one there and then one down, that's cool, okay? And at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look away so I can't really see what's going on. Now, I want you to pick up either one of those packets, flip it over, and put it on top of the other packet, okay? Can you do that?
Okay, done.
You done that? Okay, great. Now, and again, I'm not going to look at this point. I want you to just separate the ones that are face up from the ones that are face down, because obviously there are two, you'll have some cards face up and some face down. So make two piles, one of the face up cards and one of the face down cards that you see, okay? And tell me when you're done with that, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Now, at this point, you're going to get to keep one of these piles, and you can choose whichever one. Whichever one you don't want to keep, I want you to hand me that pile. So whichever one you don't keep, hand me the pile. The one you want to discard. Yeah, got it? Okay, great. So now, you're left with one packet. So what I want you to do with that one is you're going to create a word using all of the letters in that packet. Now you might have one or two letters extra, or you might be able to use all of them. I'm not sure. But between the two of you, without saying anything so I can't hear, I want you to both look at the letters and sort of form a word with those letters. The longest word you possibly can, using as many letters as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, so just the longest word you can possibly come up with. And again, don't say anything out loud so I don't know which letters they are, which word you're forming, because I don't want to know. All right. And then just tell me what, and yeah, just make sure everyone can see that word.
Okay, finished.
You got it? All right, and so you have a word. You guys are looking at a word right now, and you're staring at it, and both of you think of it, okay? And try to send, I know this sounds weird, but try to send that word to me, okay, mentally, just like.
Sending.
Yeah, great, okay.
Buffering.
Sending, okay, great. All right, I'm gonna say that the word is, I'm seeing a lot of color, basically, when I see this word. I'm seeing a lot of colors. I'm seeing, it's weird because I'm seeing like a frame, like a picture, but here's the thing, it's not a picture, it's actually what you would use to make a picture. The word would be paints, plural, is that right? Is that right? Is it paints? Let me see, let me turn it. Aha, it is. Very good, and you have one extra letter there, I see. You have the letter Z. Could you hand me that letter Z? Now this is interesting, because obviously this is one you couldn't use.
Yes.
Now, there was a lot of letters here. I mean, and obviously it could have wound up, you could have had any of these letters. Those are the letters you chose, you created that word. The interesting thing is, I made a prediction earlier. Now, I didn't predict the word, that would be really good. But there was one letter I had a certain feeling about. And the weird thing is that inside this envelope, there's actually a little card, and on that card I wrote the letter Z. As you can see, there's nothing else inside the envelope. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like, huh?